Absolutely love teaching PE. Crazy enough, 30 years ago when I went to college, I wanted to be a PE teacher. But as life happens, things happen. And all of a sudden I got involved in basketball, became a college basketball coach, an NBA basketball coach, an NBA analyst on TV. So I never was able to use my physical education degree. So 30 years later, actually 31 years later, now that I'm a PE teacher, I love teaching PE and trying to help kids stay fit, have fun, and understand that you've got to exercise and not sit on your couch and play computer games. I'm having a blast. No, I'm not planning on teaching PE forever. As a matter of fact, I have a ninth grade daughter, so my goal is to teach PE for about 4 or 5 years. Once she graduates, I'm going to re-retire and I'm moving to Arizona or Texas, or maybe an island like Aruba, where I can just walk the beach all day and think about all my favorite Lawndale students. Celebrity that I met. Well, that's a hard question because after being on TV in Los Angeles, I've met a lot of celebrities. I guess my favorite person would be Kobe Bryant. I've covered him for the last 8 years. I've coached against him. Also, Chris Paul comes to mind that plays for the Clippers. I coached him in New Orleans, so he's one of my favorite people. Now, the funniest people that I've met would definitely be Will Ferrell. You remember him from Anchorman and Anchorman 2? He liked me so much, he let me film some scenes in his movie. I also like Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's become a really good friend of mine. Rihanna, as you all like to call her, Riri, I've met her a couple times. If you go to my Instagram, Coach Dave Miller, you'll see lots of selfies. But, I mean, my dad died when I was 1 and my mom was a school teacher, so I would always after school go to the YMCA, and that's what really made me want to get involved with sports, because not having a dad, I really had no one to ever go out and play catch with or shoot hoops with. So going to the YMCA, I just loved being coached by the instructors that were there, and my life goal when I was about your age was to be a phys ed teacher. I wanted to coach PE in my hometown of Allentown, PA, and be the basketball coach when my high school coach retired or died. But like I said earlier, went to Springfield College, the birthplace of basketball, met the right people, became a college coach. So really, I've always wanted to play in the NBA. I wasn't good enough, so I thought, what's the next best thing? If you can't play in the NBA like Kobe Bryant or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, why not coach in it? So I've always said this, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And what I mean by that is, I'm just an average person that grew up in Pennsylvania that happened to get lucky and coach in college, coach in the NBA, and be on television. And that seems really nice. Everybody wants to be important, but what I found out in life, it's more important to be nice. See, I like the movie stars at Staples Center, or the movie stars or the actors that I meet in Hollywood when I'm out to eat, that put a smile on their face, that don't seem bothered when you go over and introduce yourself and say hi. So again, it doesn't matter how important you are, because you're just like everybody else. So even important people, they should really be nice, because you wouldn't be important, you wouldn't have fans. So I think you should respect them and always have time for them. So that's really not a quote I've heard, that's a quote that I live by.